Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's continuing coverage of the 2022 Timber Cup. Coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. My name is David Doucette. With me again, CJ Killam. The second to the last game of the round robin tournament, and this is an important game as the co-host Paramba Sharks are going up against the Metro-based Bayview Sharks, which means that neither CJ or I can use the word Sharks, except to know that we will be correct if we say that.
We will be correct if we say it. I'll do my best because I'm one of these callers who I usually go by the team name instead of the place more often. So I'll do my best to knock out that muscle memory of saying the Sharks and just work with the team place. But yes, a very important game. Win the. It's almost boiled down to win the game, and you're top of the group. You have a slightly easier, you play a number 2 seed instead of playing a number 1 seed. So in theory, a little bit easier of a path to get into the final.
And because of the point system, 1 point per period, 2 points for the game, half points either for the period or there are ties allowed in the game. There is a way for this not to work out exactly for Paramba could tie the game, for instance, but not really get enough points. But anyways, yes, let's just call it easy for now and say the winner goes forward as the number 1
Let's
seed.
Get into the deep math if we have to.
That's right.
Until then, let's just go with win and you're in.
Bayview Sharks play out of the Metro High School League. They're the third team in the Tier 1 division there, a record of 9-3-1. Whereas Paramba plays out of the Valley High School Hockey League. They're second in the West with a record of 5-2. Players to look forward to for the team in the dark, the Bayview Sharks. High scorers are number 11, Keegan McDermott, number 8, Avery McLeod, number 18, Hayden McDonald, 17, Ty Skeffington, and 6, Brandon Rideout. On the Peb Sharks, almost just said Sharks again, we're getting into it already, 17, Carson Dayon, 19, Blake Newell, 11, Lucas Cutro. We're about to get underway. Paramba gets the puck back in their own end. Saunier goes off the boards. Going to get it out. Carey flips it back in. That's from the other side of the line, but it's angled nicely, so it's not going to get to an icing. Blake Newell around the boards. Chips it back deep again. That's going to be Cutro, Nolan Cutro. Lead pass through the middle, just behind Dayon. Peb's going to pick that up again. Going forward, that's Newell. Newell's going to gain the blue line. Quick, hard shot. Big save and covering up the rebound. Maybe you can talk about the goaltenders.
Yeah, that's Gabe Rendell in net for Bayview. I believe he played the first game on Friday night for Bayview. And then over in net for Paramba, we have Miguel Surratt. I believe that's his first action of the tournament so far. So we'll see how both these goaltenders stand up.
Paramba upends the Bayview player, no call made. Referee's probably going to let them get away with at least a little bit at the beginning, just until they don't let them get away with a little bit.
You know, you don't want to immediately, as a referee, you don't want to immediately start enforcing the outcome unless your hand is really forced on something egregious.
Big speed coming up from McDermott. McDermott passes in front just out of the reach of Doward. Doward goes back in the corner to pick it up. Team defense by Paramba. Get the puck along behind the net. Chipped out and out of their own end. That's going to sit nicely. Skating hard down the ice is Riley Hubbard. Forces the play, but coming out of his own end is Ryan Foley. Foley over to Skeffington. Skeffington turns. Walks along the line. Flips it over. There's a one-time attempt. No, looks for the give-and-go pass. But the center for Bayview cleared out of the way. Caleb Donchemont throws it in deep. He'll chase it down. Quick pass in front, goes off of a skate. He jams for it, still not there. Up along the boards, pinching in is going to be Ben Lyons. Does a good job and gets the puck towards the net. That's steered aside easily by Rendell. Another saucer pass into the middle. Ped picks that off and throws it back in. Back comes Bayview, and you're right. I want to say Sharks, and it's going to be hard not to.
It is really hard. The default is to go to the team name, but yeah, we're going to make the mistake at some point during the game.
Behind the net, Bayview. Nice cycle, coming back the other way. Back to the point to Carey. Carey with a shot through a crowd, wide. Chasing that down is Eisner. Eisner back to the point. There's a redirect score! Cole Braden with a shot from the point. Brandon Rideout, number 6, redirects that about by the hash marks, and Miguel Surratt going one way and couldn't reverse his direction.
He got a piece of it with the glove, but not quite enough to divert it away from the net. So a quick start for Bayview Sharks as they continue to roll. They had a very dominant win earlier today against Clare, looking to go right where they left off.
Skating hard again down is Rideout, Brandon Rideout going deep, pass in front. That's stopped by Surratt. Back to the point, quick shot, pad save, rebound comes out. Lucas Cutro with a nice lead pass over to Newell. Newell skating down. Back pass to Cutro. Cutro's got some room, can't get the shot off. Good defense, good back checking by the Bayview Sharks. Breaking back the other way, Brandon Rideout chips it in, skates it down into the corner. Parambach gets there first. A little too slow coming away from that, though, as Dayon gets some help. Chip forward and down the ice well by number 8, Nolan Sonia. He's on defense, but he'll carry forward. Takes his man out. Now he'll probably get back to his defensive position. There he goes. That puck's cleared all the way down the ice just by the post, and we're going to have an icing with 11:36 to go in the first period.
Paramba, again, starting a little slow in this one. We saw something similar in their previous game today. They were a little slow out the gate. So we'll see how, if Paramba able to respond now with a face-off in the offensive zone.
Face-off control by Paramba. Back to the point. There's a shot. That doesn't get through the crowd. Another wraparound. Pad save. Puck in the corner. Bayview's going to come away with it. They'll clear the zone. Bringing it up now is McDonald. McDonald taken out of the play, and we're going to get a penalty. Tripping penalty on Paramba. Number 14, Riley Hubbard. Player got past him. Didn't use his skates. Used his stick. Hauled him down in the box.
It's a textbook call there, easy for the referee to make. We talked a little bit about that. The rest might have let some of the tinier stuff go, but that was egregious right in front. It affected possession, and the refs are going to call it every time it affects possession.
Skating down to his own end is Ryan Foley, Bayview. He'll set things up. Goes the other way. Breaking out down the far side. Chipping forward, getting the pass back is the winger. I believe it's McLeod. Pass in front, one-time attempt. Stick just in the way. Morrison back at the point, looking for a shooting lane, doesn't have it. Chips it forward to McLeod. McLeod gets it deep in the corner. Gets a return pass. There's a quick shot. Glove save. Surratt flashing the leather.
Quick little flash there by Miguel Surratt. Getting that little extra work in shots right now. 3-3. 1:27 left on the power play. And, Bayview looking to go where they left off. They've already scored one now on the power play. Looking to make it 2.
Depew into the corner to Doward. He leaves it for McDermott. McDermott back to Doward. McDermott looks in front, nothing there. Cycles to the top. In a shooting position. Blocks off the puck nicely. Back down deep. Pass in front. That's off of a stick. He's going to get back to the point to Depew. Depew back to McDermott. McDermott now in the corner with it. Peb comes away with it, getting the puck, finding the clearing, and shooting it down the ice. Good bit of PK there as they Paramba able to keep Bayview to the outside, not really give one shot up.
Yeah, it's good work. Again, a lot of penalty kills. They're fine at keeping the play to the outside because that's not where the real dangerous chances come from. And we'll see if Bayview able to finally break through that box that Paramba is creating.
That nice shot from the point and then a kick save by Surratt. Both teams fighting for it. 24 seconds to go in the power play. Pep looked like they were going to come through it. They're digging it out, looking for the puck, and flipping it down the ice. It's going to be right on the net. Rendell plays it up to Depew. Depew up to McDermott. McDermott does a bit of a spinorama to get away from trouble. Pep picks the puck up, fires it down the ice again. 2 seconds to go in the power play, and that's going to kill it off.
Textbook penalty kill by Paramba. That's how you draw it up, so a good way. Let's see if Paramba is able to turn that good defense into an offense.
Davidge goes hard to the right. A nice move to avoid a check. Tried to slide the puck back under him. Double teamed in the corner, back to the point. Check along the side boards. Lots of people there. Somebody's going to come away with it. Bayview down, but Bayview does come away. Shaw. Stick check by Paramba. Bayview containing control now. That's Rideout spinning. Coming back the other way is Carson Dayon coming back to help to the point. Paramba can't chip that one out, and it's going to go back. Oh, there we go. They get it the second time. Skating hard is Cutro, making the goaltender play it again. Newell's going to have it. He's going to fire it quickly back towards the goaltender to make sure Rendell gets back in net, and he did.
Yeah, Rendell, a very active goaltender, not really liking to stay in his crease. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him.
Back and forth, McDonald goes, makes one good move, skips over the other check, but then loses his balance while going back and forth. He's got it again. Throws it deep into the corner. That's Shaw. Shaw tries to pass out front. It goes off a stick. There's a collision. Both players fall down. That pass telegraphed and picked off, but Paramba able to get it out on a second attempt. Depew throws it down towards the net. Surratt stops that. He's going to cover it up, take the face off, allow his team to make changes with 7:48 to go in the first.
Oh, some fantastic moves there shown by Hayden McDonald, coming off a hat trick in the previous game. I know you mentioned he's one of their leading scorers, so now no surprise to me how he scored the hat trick in the previous game.
Seamus D'Entremont throws it along to Dylan D'Entremont, up along the boards, chipped at, but not quite out. Still held in, good opportunity to shoot. There it is, shot save. Goes number 5, Reese Carey with a shot. Surratt goes down into the butterfly, controls the rebound.
Yeah, Miguel Surratt showing, you know, when that first one went in, you get a little bit of the fears when you've let in an early goal, but Surratt settled right back down, is keeping his team at just the deficit of 1.
D'Entremont gets it up to Pache. Pache goes up the middle. Nice play looking to get Hubbard free. Hubbard loses the skate edge. Coming back the other way are Bayview. They'll chip it in. Back to the Dylan D'Entremont. He'll slide it behind the net to Seamus. He keeps it going up for Hubbard. For Pache, sorry. Pache's looking for Hubbard. Second attempt. Seamus D'Entremont has it. Kind of avoids a check. Looked like he was going to. Kind of looked like he took knee on knee there. I think that one hurt.
Yeah, very slow to get up, but making his way toward the bench, and it does look like it might have been knee on knee, is a little bit of a limp.
Coming out of his own end is Hubbard. Can't get it out. Second person will. Bayview has it, still looking to tag up. They do. Fired in deep. Surratt blocks it down, leaves it there for Lions. Lions with a good quick lead pass is chipped up forward, just out of the reach of number 18, Dominic Jacquard. Coming back in is McDermott. McDermott with an opportunity, and he falls, and there's a push that you don't need. That's like penalties that you don't need to happen. The play was over, and I'm not saying that a penalty is going to be called. Maybe it won't, but you don't want to chance that. This is a strong offensive team, and Dylan D'Entremont did not need to make that push.
No, definitely didn't need to do that. You know, that's a judgment call that the refs have to make, and, you know, it's a 50-50 call. Sometimes they'll take it. Sometimes they'll send you to the box. Sometimes they won't. As you saw there on the replay, a little bit of the hit. And, you know, you definitely don't want to give Bayview a lot of offensive opportunities on the power play.
Miguel couldn't find that one. It comes back, and the rebound just goes wide. Caleb D'Entremont with the lead pass just out of reach of Dominic Jacquard. He'll try to skate that one down. Bayview comes away with it in their own end. They'll go D to D, set things up. Long stretch pass just offside. Number 11, Keegan McDermott, straddling that line, but just missed it.
Just couldn't stretch that little bit more to stay onside. 6:01 left in the first. You know, Paramba having a little bit of trouble getting any sustained offensive pressure going. Really, now maybe with this face-off, you know, you're coming in with just the last half of the first period. You really want to get some consistent pressure on the Bayview netminder.
Pep gets the puck just outside, throws it back in. It'll be their 6th shot, and I think this is, like, they have 6 shots, but 3 of them are those type.
Yeah, they've been long dump-ins. They're just off the blue lines as they go for a chase. There really hasn't been that consistent pressure of, like, more than 30 seconds in the offensive zone. And if you know, the Bayview's going to want that the entire time. The less amount of work they have to put in, the less the work they have to do.
We've got a penalty here. I'm not sure what we're going to get called. A holding, maybe? An interference? A hooking? As we spin the penalty wheel.
Somewhere along the spectrum.
So it's number 10, Josh Morrison. 2 minutes for hooking going in. Now this is a great opportunity for Paramba, who has had trouble establishing any type of offensive presence, to have the man advantage and maybe try to get establish some sort of offense here during their power play.
Definitely key face-off win, and they do get it. So now you want to establish the cycle and get your passes going.
Pass off of a stick. Newell goes into the corner to get it. Chips it forward to Dayon. Dayon, Newell pretty close. They get it back to the point. D'Entremont shot through a crowd. That's where that's where Paramba likes to establish a lot of their offense. Shots from the point that are redirected or rebounded in. Dayon fighting in the corner. Good work there against Foley. Finally, Paramba comes away with it. Back to Seamus D'Entremont. He's got a rocket. There's a shot. Glove save. Nobody in front.
Great job by Rendell. There really wasn't that much in front of it, but still he had a lot of bodies crashing on him. So just to be able to grab on and hold on while you got some people pushing into you, it sometimes be a little bit of that difficult. We'll see again. Paramba likes to work from the point, so we'll see off the face-off if they establish it and finally get it going.
Newell with the chance. There's a shot redirected just upstairs. Back to Newell again. Newell goes up high to D'Entremont. D'Entremont along the far side. There's a one-timer. That one's going to rip around and go all the way down the ice. Dylan D'Entremont picks it up, rolling puck, gets it to Newell. Newell goes up the far side, cuts towards the middle, gains the blue line. A lot of trying to get through quite a few players by himself, still digging forward in the corner, finally gets some help. Dayon goes in, digs the puck out, gets it back to the point to D'Entremont. D'Entremont back in the corner, Newell. There's a pass right in front and off of a stick. And that's Lucas Cutro with that shot. He set himself up high in the slot, looking for that quick pass. And the thing is, when you get a pass there, you got to shoot quick.
You got to shoot quick.
They're going to surround you.
Exactly. Bayview collapsing in on that one, getting the sticks out and blocking the zone right in the slot. But, some good sustained pressure finally being developed by Paramba. But I want to see them try to get a few more men in front of the goaltender when they're trying these point shots. I know some of those point defensemen for Paramba, they have fantastic shots. Seamus D'Entremont in particular has a fantastic shot from the point, but you want to increase your chances, so you got to get the men in front of the net.
Aaron pass by Pache. McDermott taking off the puck. Pache behind the net. He'll give it up. Cross ice pass to Hubbard. He skates in and gets it. Good opportunity here. Gains the line. Quick wrist shot. Pad save. Looked like potentially Rendell was kind of going the wrong way at the beginning there. Ripped around the boards. That's going to be held in by Richardson. Pache gets it, slides it over. Nobody there. Great opportunity. A breakaway right out of the box for Skeffington coming in all alone. The deke, the shot, save. Right back out. Nobody can find it. Still on the ground. Finally covered up by Miguel Surratt. Surratt coming up big, keeping Bayview off the board with goal number 2.
Fantastic work on both teams. Bayview saw the advantage. They had the man coming out of the box. You'll see here on the replay, Skeffington coming in alone, makes the moves, and perfect work there by Miguel Surratt to stretch out. A little bit extra hard for Skeffington to do those dekes on the rough ice.
There's another shot. That just goes on the side of the net. Bayview controlling some play again now that they're 5-on-5. Back to the point. Peb can't get control of it. Good work there by Skeffington again. Back for a shot from Depew. It goes off a skate. He throws it in deep. Cycling along the side board. Coming out finally is McDermott. He gets it to the far point. There's a shot. Kicked aside. Back into the corner. Bayview again, going to kick it forward. Good sustained pressure once again by Bayview. Paramba looking for the puck. They get it to the blue line, but not out. Back over to Depew. Depew gets it in deep to Skeffington. Skeffington tries a return pass. Fish is going to break that up. Can't get it out, though. Comes right back, and Paramba on their heels.
Yeah, Bayview really carrying the momentum forward. Off that penalty kill, and long point shot. Looks to fool Miguel Surratt on that one.
It was a deflection off of his own defenseman, and the defenseman had his head down right away, number 21, Ben Lyons. So both goals coming the exact same way. A redirection. The puck, he's got the puck. It's a long slap shot. He can see it all the way. His defenseman gets in the way. It hits off his body, his leg, something, and just redirects as a perfect deflection.
Yeah, it just looks right through. You can see here off the big hit, causing the turnover. And then, yep, the shot bouncing off of the defenseman. You can see the hung head as the Marcus Shame. But now Bayview with the 2-goal lead here late in the first.
Breaking in is Rideout. Rideout fighting along the boards with Nolan Saunier. Saunier can't kick it forward. Rideout still there with him. Puck finally loose. Dayon comes away with it. Lead pass to Cutro. Lucas Cutro looking for help. It's 1-on-3. Takes a quick shot. There's a rebound, but there's nobody there to get it for Paramba. Pass in front. There's a backhand attempt. It goes wide. Picking up the puck is Dayon. Dayon to the high slot. There's a redirect right in front, and it goes high up into the mesh. Good opportunities, just not quite finishing it off.
Just off a little bit on the execution there. But Paramba trying to get that momentum going, and again, it's still a fairly even game being played on both sides. It's just the bounces seem to be going a bit more on Bayview's side.
And I guess the only exception to that I would say is the only time there's been any type of real sustained pressure for Paramba was during their power play. Other than that, 5-on-5, they've had some troubles.
But they've been able to carry that momentum off the power play, though, since then, and kind of starting to generate a little more offensive chances.
Bayview breaking out. Chipping it forward and going after it is McLeod. He's going to get there first. Pass in front, almost redirected. Almost another own goal as Saunier redirects that one, and it just slides wide. Back in the corner. Chip forward. McLeod. He's not going to get it. That's going to be picked off by Cutro. Cutro gives it up to Dayon. Dayon's going to chip it forward and skate by Foley. Dayon's in the corner. Circles around. Taken out of the play. Bayview comes back the other way. Under a minute to go. Cross-ice pass. Just a little too hard. Pops over the stick. D'Entremont slides it to D'Entremont. That's Seamus to Dillon. Coming back. Bayview able to pick that off. And Paramba gets the puck. Slides it down the ice. And even on the rough ice, it's just going to have enough juice to get all the way over the line. With 37.8 seconds, we're going to get the puck back down in the Paramba end after the icing.
We'll see how hard Bayview pushes to get the third goal here late. It's a big face-off outside. Paramba probably just want to survive this onslaught. Got a fresh set of ice to work with after the end of this period.
Back to the point. There's a shot off the body and wide. Dumped in deep by Davidge. Looking for the return pass. It's picked off. Pache just blindly throws it to the middle of the ice, and it's thrown right back in by Bayview. Coming back the other way, Davidge has it again. 17 seconds, looking out front. D'Entremont, Seamus D'Entremont can't get it away. Davidge takes the hit, but gets rid of the puck. Puck still inside, 7 seconds. It's thrown in deep. Seamus D'Entremont behind his own net, he's got it. Just going to hang on to it, chip it up high, take the whistle. After one complete, our score, the Bayview Sharks 2, the Paramba Sharks, no score. We're going to take an opportunity to take a break here. We'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's continuing streaming coverage of the 2022 Timber Cup, being brought to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, hockey fans, to the start of the second period. After one complete, the Bayview Sharks 2, the Parambah Sharks. No score. This game really important, as whoever wins is going to be the #1 seed in tomorrow's semifinal from this pool. And but the losing team will still be the second seed, and they'll do the 1-2 crossover with the other pool. I said this is the last game of the round robin earlier in this tournament. So for Bayview, Bayview defeated West Kings 5-0 in their first game. And in their second game, they defeated Clare 11-0. Parambah defeated Clare 6-3. And in their second game, Parambah defeated West Kings 5-1. And we're underway. Puck in the corner. Pass out in front. It's going to get right back to the point. Shot through a crowd. Blocker save. And the rebound cleared away by Parambah. Rink ride pass picked off nicely by Carey. Parambah comes back the other way. Got a nice clean ice. We'll see how that affects the game. It'll certainly allow for crisper passes. Dayon checked off the puck. Forward, Dayon can't get it. Peb trying to find it. They still can as it bounces off a lot of players. McDonald brings it in deep. Back behind the net, he spins around, gets it back to the point. That player has tucked his shirt in, so we're not really sure who he is. It might be Morrison. Back to the point. Cross-ice pass goes off of a stick, but it's going to stay in. Parambah having trouble clear the zone. There's a quick shot, saved by Surratt.
Yeah, Bayview right now keeping Peb locked in their own zone, but not the way Parambah wanted to start this period.
Saunier makes a nice individual rush to the point. There's a shot off of a skate and wide, and that was a shot by Pache. Coming back the other way is Doward. Doward up to McDermott. McDermott skates in hard, has some good wheels. There's a shot, nice save. Rebound controlled and covered for a whistle with 13:27 to go in the second.
Bayview really taking advantage of the fresh ice, getting that speed really going up there, pushing hard, and it led to a good scoring chance there. A good save there from Miguel Surratt.
Face off into the corner, ripped around the boards. That's going to be chipped forward. Settling puck down is Depew. He goes to an open wing. Peb throws it right back deep in the corner. That bouncing puck skips over a couple sticks. Seamus D'Entremont's going to retreat to get it. Seamus with the lead pass to Hubbard. Hubbard gains the blue line. There's a wrist shot. That goes off the inside of the blocker. They go down. Peb trying to find it. They can't get that second shot away.
One of a few lucky bounces that almost went Peb's way there. Rendell lost a little bit of control. I think he lost his post when he went off that push-off.
Well, and he tried to make the save with the blocker and got the inside of the blocker, so I think he was trying to punch it out to the right and it ended up coming the other way, leaving a big, juicy rebound that everyone could see but nobody could take advantage of. Passed in deep. That shot goes into the other corner. Peb comes out, chipping forward. Jacquard gets a hold of the puck and dumps it in deep. He'll chase after it. Foley's going to be there first. There's a pass in front. Nobody there for Peb, even if the pass went out. Both teams fighting for it behind. Peb comes away with it. Taking a look. Taken hard off the puck is Jacquard. Shaw, lead pass. Does get it to Skeffington. No icing. Wraparound attempt. It's not going to get there. Not held in at the line. And they're going to go right back in. Peb's going to come right back with the counter. Fish runs into his own player. Coming back, D'Entremont looking to try to get it. Can't get there in time. This time it's Caleb D'Entremont. Rideout, Brandon Rideout, taken out of the play by two Parambah players. I wanted to say Sharks, TJ.
You're doing very well.
Thank you. Ryan Foley comes on the near side, sweeps one in, steered aside easily by Surratt. I could see the Bayview fans with their hands in the air wondering where the penalty is. Well, here's your answer right now.
Just took a little bit for Rendell to start moving out of his net.
Here's that shot we were talking about.
Yeah, diving there by the Bayview defender to cut off the streaking forward for Paramba.
Carson Dayan, 2 minutes, I believe, for tripping. So a power play opportunity here in the first 4 minutes of the second period. Ryan D'Entremont gets the puck, finds an open lane, and fires it down the ice to clear the zone.
Penalty to number 17, Carson Dayan. 2 minutes for tripping, 11-10. That's Dayan, 2 for tripping.
Good forechecking in there by Paramba, taking Foley off of his skates. Bayview dumps it in deep. They've got numbers. They're in there first. Good collision behind the net. Ryan D'Entremont comes away with it, goes off the boards. Foley's going to keep this in. And as soon as the fans make it to their seats, I'll let you know what's happening. There we go. Pass out in front. Good stick work in front there, making sure to have their man marked, not allow them to get that stick on the puck. Good team defense by Paramba. Back to the point. Foley's got it. Fakes the shot, leaves it up. Cross ice pass. That shot goes in, and potential wraparound. Surratt's swimming around the blue ice. Gets up again. There's another shot. Glove save as he gets him back. He gets himself back into position just in the nick of time.
Fantastic recovery there by Miguel Surratt. Was swimming in the blue paint here. We'll see it on the replay. So just behind him, swarms back, and a good job there by the defender. Couldn't catch the number. He just went flying by the screen on that replay. And then Miguel Surratt did a great job to recover to get back into position and made the glove save.
Skeffington working hard. Does the cycle, gets it back to Cole. Cole dumps it back the other way over to McDermott. McDermott goes cross ice to Eisner. There's a shot. They're looking for a redirect. That's going to go wide and make its way not out, just held in. Paramba comes away with it to the blue line, but not out. Thrown right back in. Maxime D'Entremont looking for that clear zone. Does finally get it there. That's going to roll down the ice. Still 20 seconds to go in the power play for Bayview. Once again, playing the puck. Rendell likes to play it. That one's going to play all the way down the ice. Lyons has it. Fires it around the boards. It's going to be held in. Going back the other way. Back to the points. Cole with a shot. And
that was a deflected right in front. I believe number 11.
Okay.
He got his stick on that in front of it because I think I saw it change directions.
And there it is.
And he is leading
the high five. So Keegan McDermott with yet another redirect. All 3 goals for Bayview have been redirected by various players.
Yeah, so right now you really can't blame Miguel Surratt on any of them. The puck just keeps changing on him as it's going through there. But you can obviously see Bayview's strategy. As we'll see here, yep. Perfectly done direction there, almost between the legs on that one. Fantastic hand-eye coordination there from McDermott.
Coming back the other way to the point and just out. Bayview's going to have to tag up. They do. That gives Peb time to reset. They go off the boards. It's going to go down the ice, and they reset it all the way to an icing.
So obviously the strategy for Bayview coming into this game has been try to get redirections, whether it's from shots from the point and whether it's your own player getting the direction or trying to get a lucky favorable bounce off a defender in front. But that's what Bayview's been trying to do all game long, and they've had 3 goals to show for it.
That was a beautiful redirection, though.
Oh, incredible. It was very smart, too. He hid behind the play, so he hid from the defense. They didn't see him. He came out right alone in front. And, yeah, just be able to get it just between the legs. I can remember, like, just 10 years ago, that would be unheard of. But it's becoming more and more common. And it just shows the skill of what players can do nowadays.
Penalty coming up for Bayview. Good hustle in. Pache goes cross ice. There's a shot. Goes off of a leg into the corner. Back to the point. Dayon with a shot. That goes off of a leg and up into the screen. So I would say at this point in the game, with a power play opportunity for Paramba, they need a goal.
They definitely need a goal. It's a head contact penalty going against Bayview. You can kind of see it there. The ref was a bit blocking the way, but yeah, and this is almost do or die. It's just a 2 minutes, so an incidental head contact. But this is key for Paramba. You need to score on this one to at least show a bit more fight against Bayview. Because this could be a potential finals matchup. both of these teams making it into the semifinal. It's very possible that both of these teams can win in their semifinal and end up playing again in the finals.
Back to the point. D'Entremont slides it over to his D. That shot's wide, and it's going to clear right outside the zone. And I believe that was probably Seamus D'Entremont on the other side.
I believe so.
Paramba breaking out, chip forward, doesn't go, and Bayview chips it back deep. Paramba breaking out of their own end. That's Newell with it. It was Newell that had that big heavy shot. Should have recognized Newell. Chip forward, looking for it. Finally, Paramba, they get it but can't make that quick pass before they're checked. Back to D'Entremont. That thought through a crowd, goes off of a leg and cleared out by Bayview.
So good work on the penalty kill so far by Bayview, keeping everything to the outside and intercepting those cross-ice passes.
Seamus D'Entremont with a nice move to escape around Carey, goes in. He's caught from behind those. Carey catches him, coming back the other way, 2-0 breakaway all by themselves. There's the pass, here's the shot, just wide, and we've got a penalty coming up against Paramba for tripping, hooking, and will it be a penalty shot?
Looks
tripping.
Looks like it's just the tripping call. I don't know, on a 2-on-0 on a penalty shot, is it, do you get to choose who takes the penalty shot? But a bad miscalculation by Paramba Sharks. Unfortunately for Bayview, they just couldn't finish the glorious opportunity. 2-on-0. Just couldn't get it through, and maybe, I would say a wise penalty taken there by Paramba. He did get the stick, and I think it was just enough to cause the miscue at the end to the missed shot.
And it's Lear Richardson with the 2 minute for tripping. So we got some 4-on-4 hockey for 35 seconds. Pep breaks out of their own end. Saunier stops, goes cross ice. Gets it over to Cutro. Cutro gets it in deep. There's a pass in front, one-timer. Saunier looking to come into pinch. Affects the breakout. No communication there between Hubbard and Saunier. And then Bayview are going to come back the other way. McDermott has it. Passes in front. Caught from behind just in time by Nolan Cutro, lifting a stick. Coming back the other way, Hubbard carrying speed as we're going back and forth. There's a quick shot off the glove. Hubbard returns and gets the rebound, fires it wide. Back in the corner, attempted pass out in front. Looking for it, skidding around him, looking to get in there is Pache, but he couldn't quite get there in time.
Bayview now on the power play for just a little over a minute.
Good work in the corner. Bayview's going to come away with it. Quick one-timer, that goes off a body. And then great reaction by Surrett, who was down for one, laterally slides over to take away the short side, making the save.
Great work by Miguel Surrett. He was caught going one way off of the initial shot, but didn't get blocked, and then took a funny bounce. And yeah, off balance, what a glove save, just robbing that goal, taking that goal away. The RCMP may be involved in that one because that was grand larceny.
Another redirect, that's going wide. Skeffington gets it in deep. McLeod pushes it across to Depew. Depew tries to get it in. I think it might have gone off a stanchion because it took a weird bounce and kind of stopped. Peb can't get control of it though. Bayview continues to control in the Paramba zone. Skeffington down deep, looking for the return pass, just past him to Depew. Depew with the shot through a crowd, redirected and just going wide.
Those redirects again, that's what Bayview's been doing. That one going just wide.
13 seconds to go in the power play. Paramba's going to come away with it, looking for the angle to shoot it down the ice, and they do. Dayon skates hard. It's going to be fired all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing. Goaltenders can ice the puck.
Yeah, Rendell, he's got he really likes going out of that net to play the stick. It was a real risky play too. He had played the puck right by two Paramba players. They both took a whack at it to try and knock it down. That one though goes by everyone for the icing call.
Face off on the near side. Dayon wins it back. Newell fires a shot towards the net. D'Entremont on the other side is going to keep it in. Ryan D'Entremont. Newell in the corner. Looking in front, takes a quick pass, but it goes off a Depew's or Morrison's skate. Newell again. There's a trying to slide that across a hard pass to Dayon, but he couldn't quite get it. Skating hard the other way. We got Doward coming on the breakaway. There's a shot. Blocker save. Coming back the other way. Paramba looking to make this a back-and-forth game. Dayon going 1-on-2 gets taken off his feet. Dayon's had some good offensive plays in most of the games, but having some troubles getting through this Bayview defense.
It's a very large team, Bayview, and they're using their size to their advantage, really knocking a lot of Paramba players off the puck.
There's a great opportunity. There's a shot. Score! Number 8, Avery McLeod with goal number 4. You keep the pressure on. You keep making it difficult for Paramba to get out of the end, and sooner or later it will pay off. Surratt can't save everything.
No, Miguel Surratt's doing all he can, but Bayview doing an excellent job creating continual opportunities. It did go a little back and forth into the rush, which a bit different than normally is. You'll see here on the replay, excellent job getting around the defender, and then, yeah, just alone in front. All Miguel Surratt can do is just throw his body to the other side of the crease and just pray that the puck hits him. Again, some fantastic offensive work there by Bayview.
Puck at the blue line. Throw it in deep. Cole behind his own net. That gets it up to Brandon Rideout. Rideout chips it forward. Paramba comes back the other way. Indirect pass thrown down deep by Hubbard now. Eisner tries to get out to the point. Slid over to the side. Couldn't control the pass. That one redirects off escape, but easily steered aside by Rendell. Cole uses the boards, gets it up to Rideout. Rideout chips it forward. 2 players. That's Davidge with it. Davidge and McDermott. That's McDermott. There's the shot off of a leg. McDermott gathers the rebound, goes back to the point to Cole. Cole doesn't have time. Just gets it in deep. Paramba tries to go hard off the boards. Not much on it, though, and they can't get it out. Davidge still has it. Pass back to the point. Here's a one-timer. There's a shot. Save, and Surratt gathers in the rebound for a whistle with 2:46 to go in the second.
Bayview smelling blood in the water, if you will, continuing to put on that offensive pressure. Good job by Miguel to sense the oncoming tension amongst his players to cover that one up for the face-off.
Face-off controlled by Paramba, right back to Surratt, who's going to cover that up for a whistle.
Shots 22-13 right now in favor of Bayview. Paramba having a hard time here in the second period getting any real offensive consistency going.
Around the boards, pinched off the puck and pinching in is Foley. Called Foley's name a lot from the defensive end for the Bayview Sharks. That lead pass. Paramba has some numbers. Couldn't see it, though, as Caleb Donchemont didn't know the puck was on the other side of him. Back down behind his own net is Foley. Foley spins away from trouble. Up the boards to McDonald. McDonald chips it forward to McLeod. McLeod gets it in deep. Getting in there first is Seamus Donchemont. He reverses it. Bayview's going to keep it in the corner. Man out in front right there. There's a shot. Big save. And Surratt gets the blocker on it to cover it up for the whistle.
Some more offensive chances being taken away by Miguel Surratt. Bayview continuing to put on wave after wave of pressure. Paramba really on their back foot on this one. Once again, another replay from our overhead. Shows the great kick out by Miguel Surratt, and that puck looks like it was about to bounce off another one of his teammates and go in the net. Good job to cover that one up.
Back in the behind the net, Bayview in control yet again. Off the point. There's a shot through a crowd, off a body and wide. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the second period. Slipped down deep there for Doward. Good work from Paramba to get to the puck. Now they need to break out. Newell chips it up and out. Newell will break out there. We're going to see if Cutro can fight his way through the play. Still looking for it. Excellent work by Bayview right there. And I believe it's number 14. Nope. I'd like to get a number because he really did a good job fighting off the the Paramba player.
Yeah, but Bayview, a big fan of the jersey tuck, is Bayview makes it our job a bit harder to figure out who they are. I think that
Josh Morrison, number 10.
Number 10, yeah, Josh Morrison. Again, fantastic. He took on his man one-on-one and won that fight.
Dayan gets it in. One-timer attempt to duel, not going to be there. Good work. Paramba still way offside, and that might go down, if not, maybe 2 dots.
We'll see. He did attempt to stop himself, so I think the refs are going to see the intent of what he did. That he initially had his head down, was about to cross line, thought maybe I should check to make sure we're on side, and then was like, oh well, and it was a bit too late to pull back.
Depew loses it. 31 seconds to go in the period. Coming back the other way is Shaw. Shaw to Davidge. Davidge taken out of the play. Shaw gets it back, chips it forward, and behind the play, we've got a penalty. 2 minutes for interference. Going to number 14, Riley Hubbard.
That's going to be a real anchor on the Paramba. You know, just a few seconds left in this period, but it means starting off at the third, they're going to already be on their back foot. You'll be hoping to generate some offense, hopefully generate some momentum going into that third period, but now they're going to be on the penalty kill to end this period and to start the next.
Face off, won by Paramba. They'll quickly throw it down the ice. We know Rendell's going to play it. No, not this time. Just leaves it for Jacob Depew. 11 seconds. Depew may or may not do a whole lot with it. Lead pass to Rideout. Rideout's carrying great speed. Goes wide. Pass in front, just out of reach. That's back to Cole. Cole takes a shot just as the horn was blowing. Wouldn't have counted if it had gone in. After 2 complete, the score, Bayview Sharks 4, the Paramba Sharks, no score.
Yeah, it's been all Bayview, really, in this one. Paramba, just a few offensive opportunities. The second period, they were really on their back heel almost the entire time. You want to hope if you're a Paramba, you still got another 15 minutes left to show you're not going to go quietly into the night. You can still put on some offensive momentum going. You got a 1 minute and 40-second penalty to kill off there, but definitely like what I'm seeing out of Miguel Surratt, especially for his first start of the tournament. He's stopped everything he should have stopped, and he stopped a few he shouldn't have too.
Yes, that's that reach back from the shot from the point that went there. That was larceny.
Yeah, it was theft.
Yeah,
it was theft. Like, he took that away. It's a fantastic playing by Miguel Surratt. This game could already be far out of reach and fully into a blowout if it wasn't for him. And if you're Bayview, I mean, almost a picture-perfect game how you wanted to execute that. You've been in control. You've bent Paramba to play your game, and they haven't been able to set up at all and get into Paramba's strategy. So good work there by Bayview Sharks, getting themselves a good lead, but still they want to get another goal in this period. Still 1 whole point ready to get, maybe a little bit of the bragging rights to be able to go through the whole tournament and say we only lost half a point in group play.
Bayview has a lot of depth. Not surprising for a city team, but they've got a lot of skill at every level. There's strength, but along with everything else, there's discipline. You're not seeing silly penalties. There's physical play. They work hard for the puck. They work hard for the one-on-one battles. But the depth that they have, both at the forward and at the defense position, is amazing. They're really, you have to have an outstanding effort. Like I've said about Dayan. Dayan's had a lot of success chipping and going around and creating some offensive work for Paramba, and he's just had no luck at all in this game so far. Coming in now is Davidge. Davidge back to the point to Depew. Depew with a shot. That goes off a leg. Dayan finds it and throws it down. On net. Too many of those shots, and it did count. It just saw it click up. So, I mean, Parambiew with 14 shots, and literally, I think 4 or 5 of them were just that.
They have
clearing
been
attempts that happen to have been on net.
Yeah, they just have to have been dump-ins far past the blue line. So, yeah, not a lot of offensive pressure being generated by Paramba. Hopefully you can take what you learned from this and how you were stopped, maybe make some adjustments for your semifinal matchup.
Davidge passes in front, a redirect attempt. That goes wide. Getting there first is Seamus D'Entremont. He's looking to just jam the puck against the boards, try to kill some valuable seconds. Only 14 seconds left. Still working for it. Paramba finds the puck, chips it down, and that should kill the penalty.
One of the rare times Rendell didn't go out to meet the puck. He let the puck come out to him.
So this time I'm going to let the defenseman take it. And what do? They stand there and say, will you please play it?
Yeah. They're like, oh, they didn't know what to do. It's always Rendell running out to make the play. They were confused this time.
2 seconds to go in the power play because of that. Maxime D'Entremont keeps it in, throws it in deep, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Foley chips it forward. Deon's going to come in and get it. He's taken off the puck yet again. He reaches back and trips up the Bayview player, so he's going back into the penalty box. Delayed penalty call coming right now. McLeod goes to the front, going back the other way. That's McDonald. McDonald spins away from traffic. Indirect pass back to the point. Paramba finally touches the puck, and Carson Deon is going to go back in the box. 2 minutes for tripping. So with 12:47, back-to-back penalties for Paramba, and another great opportunity early in the third period. And if Bayview were to score anytime here in the third period, it would be like right now, without Paramba scoring, it would be a 5-goal deficit, and that we cross over into straight time, I believe.
Yeah, that would be a running time, at least unless Paramba would be able to shrink that lead from the 5-goal deficit. But yeah, if Bayview scores on this one, we go into running time for the remainder of the period.
Back to the point, Morrison. There's a shot, redirected, glove save, score! And Deon's going to be right back out of the box almost as quickly as he went in. Bang, bang, and the rebound put in by number 11, Keegan McDermott.
Yeah, it's his second goal of the night, 4th goal of the tournament. I believe that takes him to a tournament lead in scoring. Yeah, that quick bang-bang play. Another shot from the point gets a little deflected, and McDermott taking advantage again.
It was another redirect, wasn't it?
It was another redirect.
And Surratt has to make the first save. He can do nothing but swing your pad out to make the save, and unfortunately that leaves the big rebound, and McDermott where he's supposed to be at the corner of the net looking for that, and easily putting the puck in the net.
Bayview's had a strategy the second they've come into this game. That's been their strategy. Let's shoot it high and try to get the deflections in. And from my recollection, I think 4 out of 5 of the goals have all been deflections.
And the only one that wasn't was like an impossible.
Cross-ice
pass.
Cross-ice pass one-timer.
Peb trying to work the puck out from behind the net. McDermott comes away with it. They'll slip the puck down. Seamus D'Entremont chips it forward, just out of reach, and it's going to be thrown right back in by Eisner. Here's the rebound. D'Entremont gets his stick in front of that. That pass just out of reach, and that's going to allow Depew to go back and get it.
Bayview continuing to put on that offensive pressure, not letting up at all, giving Paramba any opportunity, any room to breathe.
Chip forward along the boards, pinching in Foley. He'll throw it in deep. During that time, Bayview able to make some changes. There's a lead pass, goes off of Caleb D'Entremont's stick. He couldn't control it. That allows Bayview to back into their own end and bring it forward. Player down for Paramba. I think he might have stopped the puck from going out. Looking for it. There it is. Depew has it. He uses the boards again. Both teams on the ice, swinging for it, keeping it going. We don't know if it's straight time yet because we haven't had a whistle since that last goal, but we think it is.
It should be, as long as the timekeeper is aware.
Going back into his own zone now is number 16, Davidge. Davidge goes off the boards. He's checked, goes hard into the boards, but bounces back up. Saunier with the puck. Uses his body to veer off the player. That one's going to be fired back in as Peb has to tag up. Bayview behind their own net. Waiting to come up. Long stretch pass, nicely taken by Rideout. Rideout tries to go outside in move, and he's taken off the puck. It's down in his feet. I think he might be hurt. He kind of went down heavy. Yes, he certainly is coming up laboring. Dayon gets the puck forward, chip forward. Dayon has it now. Dayon has Cutro with him. There's the pass. Just behind him. Well defended yet again by Bayview. Cutro steps right into McLeod, putting him down. Puck stays in. That's Newell with it. Newell tries to use his side, throws it back in, and Cutro's going to get that in the corner and try to pass it out front, but it's taken away by Bayview. 9:22 going. That's going to be a penalty.
That's probably going to be a kneeing, a penalty coming up against Paramba.
So I think for the third time this game, number 17, Carson Dayon, is going to the box.
We'll see how many it is. It potentially could be a 4-minute penalty. We'll see here on the replay. And yeah, that's knee on knee, clear as can be. So you would think that would be the 4-minute double minor.
And I think instead we're going to see whether it's 3 or 6. And it is indeed a 6-minute double minor.
So 6-minute double minor.
And for those of you concerned about the 3 or 6, it's because we have the running time. 2-minute penalties become 3-minute penalties, so the double minor becomes a 6. Back to the point, the redirect attempt, not there. That's going to almost take us to the end of the game. Bayview, if they wanted to, could almost play keep away and almost run the clock out. There's a quick shot. Glove save by Surratt.
It doesn't look like Bayview's going to be playing keep away. It looks like they're going to continue the pressure on. They want to make a statement.
I said they could. I didn't expect them to do it, though.
No, no, I think they want to make a statement because, again, this is a potential finals matchup for them. So I think they want to demoralize Paramba as much as possible.
Back behind the net, give and go up front. They can't get it. Paramba's going to come away with it now. Lyons has it. He'll chip it forward. Tries to get by, trying to draw the interference penalty. Back when that rule was first established about 10 years ago, that was an interference call. You could not stop them at all. Now they're allowing a little bit of adjustment.
It's more of the screening. If you can try to make the argument of, well, I was here first, and I just happened to slow down. I didn't know he was behind me.
Yeah, I didn't know that was happening. 4:41 to go in the power play, 7:27 in the game. Bayview with nothing but time on their hands right now. Like the Rolling Stones song, time is on their side. And yes, I did date myself by using that as a pop reference quote.
I mean, I'm starting to get there. People aren't starting to recognize all my references now.
Cross ice pass. There's a quick shot. Glove save. Nice shot there by Skeffington. He's going to get the return. Peb's going to get there first. Jacquard makes a nice move. One-on-one attempt for Jacquard. Jacquard goes in, tries to go outside and in. Taken out by Foley. One-on-one. And exactly what we're talking about when I was making good compliments about the Bayview defense.
Well, it's another thing is the Bayview team is very tall. They're a very large team. As that another shot turned aside by Surratt, but they're all along. They got size on every line, every defensive matchup. So a big team to come up against, and they aren't afraid to shy away from the physicality.
And yet every hit is a textbook hit. They are not going in the box with hit to the heads, with trippings, with boardings. They know what they're supposed to do and when they're supposed to do it. They're well disciplined in that sense. And along with size, that is a lethal combination that the rest of the teams are seeing so far in this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. They know their size. They know how to use it well. And that's certainly led them well in this tournament. And I'm going to assume it's leading them well in their division back up in Halifax.
Well, number 3, actually, in the Tier 1. So the Metro High School Hockey League is into 2 tiers, a Tier 1 and a Tier 2. And they are solidly in Tier 1. I can't remember how many teams are in each. I think around 12. And they're the number 3 team in the Metro Division in Tier 1. So, yes, I think they're doing quite well this year, as they usually do. There's a shot and save. Another shot, glove save.
Miguel Surratt still standing tall, still flashing the leather. Getting that glove working well. Getting a little extra chippy here towards the end. This usually happens in the blowouts.
Yeah, but very quickly, you notice the Bayview player takes right out, grabs him, shoves him towards the bench.
Yeah.
This is not what we need to do. We want to go through unscathed. We don't need some silly penalty that's going to take you out of the next game and give you some sort of gross misconduct as a result of it.
Exactly. It shows a great leadership core within Bayview that you know, it's hockey. Everyone's going to get a little hot-headed every once in a while. So to be able to at least have some people on the team who recognizes and be able to cool things down on the bench and on the ice.
And there wasn't much that happening, but because of the score, because of the time of the game, we got some offsetting minors between Dylan D'Entremont and Brandon Rideout. So we're going to continue with the initial penalties. Just 2 minutes left in that from that 6-minute double minor. Peb gets the puck, throws it down the ice, and that'll kill off some more seconds. Newell goes in hard, gets to the puck first, looking to jam it there. It's taken away right away. Breaking back out is Bayview. Lead pass just out of the reach of Carey. Thrown back into the neutral zone, but Cole's going to bring it right back in. Nice move by Cole. There's a quick shot. Blocker save, punched out. Nice save by Surrett. Peb can't clear that one, just to the point. It's going to get back behind the net. Nolan Saunier, no one to pass to. Tries to leg the puck, still has it. Finally taken away from him by Carey. Carey passes in front, and that's just out of reach. Pinching in is Eisner. He's going to keep it in play. That shot goes off a skate. There's another shot. That's off a leg. Now the puck behind the Paramba net. 1 minute to go in the power play for Bayview. Peb hanging on here, trying not to let in that 6th goal. That shot goes off of a stick. Peb finally finds it, clears the zone, and gets it to neutral ice with 45 seconds to go in the power play.
Yep, just continue to be a textbook display by Bayview. This is how you win a high school hockey game. And if they continue to play like this, you got to expect they're the favorites to win the Timber Cup going into the semifinal.
Their name has been on there before, both in this name as well as the previous name of that school.
The former Flames.
There's a shot. Nice save again by Surrett. That was going top shelf on the blocker side. He was able to get that arm there. Depew throws it in deep. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Skating out of his own end is Lyons. He'll gain the blue line, dump it in right on net. And honestly, at this point, time is certainly on your side. Get as many whistles as you can.
Yep.
Every whistle is another 15 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, I think, if you're Bayview, you maybe at this point now you go into that time-killing phase of, let's just get to the end of this. Let's not risk any injury. Let's not risk any soreness. Let's wrap this up, because any whistles ain't going to stop the clock from rolling on. So let's kill off as much time as we can, and let's get to the beds and have a good rest, because we got ourselves a semifinal to play in the morning.
And tomorrow morning, and they are morning semifinals at 9:15 and 9:45. So a big part of that, nice save by Rendell, a big part of that for all the teams is how are they going to react with those early morning games at this age? That tends to always be a factor, especially at this age group.
Oh yeah, I was very much asleep in when I was their age, so I usually wasn't really at my best until 11. So we'll see how much the early games affects them. So just a little bit left here if you're the Bayview Sharks, I should say. Yeah, you want to wrap this one up quickly.
That one's going to be chipped forward. Bayview with one last chance. Coming in hard is Doward. Doward has a man in front. Coming back to help out, though, is Maxime D'Entremont. That pass just goes off of the skate. Peb's going to come back the other way. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the game. Cutro dumps it in deep. Foley's going to get there first. Positions his body well to avoid the check. There's an opportunity for Peb. Looking for the puck. Can't quite get control of it. And Bayview's going to break out. This time it's McDermott. McDermott makes a nice move to avoid the check by D'Entremont. Pass in front off of a skate, and it goes back behind the Peb net. Maxime D'Entremont takes a heavy hit. Coming away with it. There's a shot. Another shot into the corner. 2 big saves by Surrett. It's going to be on the other side. Surrett needs to get back over. Peb looking for the puck. Back to the point. There's a shot off of a stick. Trying to gain control of it. Peb scrambling just to get out of this period. Clearing the zone, getting the puck back in. Seamus D'Entremont looks right up the middle. That's going to be another one right on the net. 35 seconds. Rendell gives it up to his D. Jacquard makes a nice pinching attempt. D'Entremont tries to pinch along the boards, can't quite do it. Cutro's going to have an opportunity to go in. He just chips it deep. 20 seconds and counting. Shaw willing to just keep that puck there. That's all he's looking to do for the next 12 seconds. The referee doesn't want any extracurriculars to happen, but that whistle in all intents and purposes, will end the game because we're not going to get a face-off in the next 2.5 seconds.
Nope, and that'll be it. Textbook win from Bayview. Almost a flawless hockey game, I would say. Fantastically played both offensively and defensively. And yeah, both these teams now will be playing on opposite arenas for the semifinal. And but there is still the chance this could be we could see a rematch in the final.
Make the final. Bayview Sharks 5, Paramba Sharks no score. Bayview #1 seed in their pool, Paramba the #2 seed. On behalf of all the volunteers here at MC Media, myself, David Doucette, my partner today, CJ Killam, we'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's continuing stream of the 2022 Timber Cup, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.